Have you noticed any newer trends in the last few years in the dependency system as a whole?
I think the changes that happened back then, and that's, 15 years ago, are a little bit different than what's going on now. But I do think the world as a whole and Florida in general has really become less generous rather than more generous with resources for kids in the dependency system and families. In this state, we seem to feel like we can do things more cheaply than other states. Don't know why we think that, but the result is, you have to cut something, right? Or when you become dependent on funding streams that have very strict guidelines, then you have to meet those expectations and you can't always do what you think might be therapeutic. That's kind of what happened with the Medicaid process, where they ask you to document and make treatment plans that are focused on observable behaviors, which, there's no objective reason that that's a bad thing, except a lot of the work we do is not measurable in a numeric sense, like they want it. So I would say that the world in general, our state in particular, our county, everyone has evolved from a therapeutically minded, what's really best, to what can we get funding for, and how can we check boxes and count what we're doing. And that's, humans just don't fit in those boxes very neatly. And so I think it's made it a little harder to keep the emphasis on those concepts that we know are important, but which are much harder to measure.